Hey there, welcome back. This is your light in darkness, and I am back again with another update and another beautiful reading for all of you once again. So today's update is talking about and describing about how your counterpart is currently thinking and feeling about you at this given point in time, okay? Something ended in their life very recently, something abruptly changed in their life in the recent past, and that's what they are contemplating over. That's what I see them reflecting over, okay? At the same time, they're thinking about you. They're thinking about everything that happened between the two of you, because this ending is related with the connections and the associations they chose over you and kind of prioritized over you. I saw number 111 right when he said that. At this point in time, they are currently isolating themselves or are choosing isolation and alone time over going out and socializing too much. I see them struggling with their thoughts. I see them looking at things from different perspectives. I see them feeling remorse and hurt and pain over this ending, as well as your absence in their life or the loss of your connection. We can also say the loss of your presence. Somewhere, whatever you're doing in your life that is of a spiritual nature is helping your counterpart and is somewhere giving them strength. This is something you might not be aware of, but this is something that's happening, okay? They're going through a lot. They are learning a lot at this point in time. They are reflecting over how their unwise choices and decisions affected you, your connection, and in the end, their own life. This ending they've recently experienced, or this painful situation that appeared in their life, is teaching them a lot, is forcing them to go within and think about everything they did, think about everything that happened that led to this ending, or think about what your presence meant for them. They're realizing that they've pushed you away, they've pushed you way too far, and it's not possible for you to return from that place they've pushed you. They're realizing that they've been nothing but mean towards you, nothing but cruel, nothing but hurtful. That's why you left them, or that's why you're leaving, and you might not want to look back anymore. This is something they are realizing and are contemplating over. They entangled themselves with a lot of people. They entangled themselves into a lot of karmic situations and connections which didn't work out for them. They were running behind money, fame, fortune, or even people who had no worth and value in reality. So this is what I see they are realizing at the moment, because these people and these associations brought them utter disappointment in the end. They are feeling lost at the moment. They are feeling strayed. They are feeling as if they are not being themselves, or as if someone took away the life force out of them. This disappointing feeling, this void, this emptiness is kind of eating them away, is kind of, pricking their heart, is kind of piercing them from within. They're not able to get rid of this painful feeling they're feeling in their heart. They want to, but they cannot. They'd like to make changes, they'd like to undo certain things, they'd like to, go back to the point where they made these mistakes, but it looks like that's impossible, which certainly is, because now you cannot go back in time and undo certain things you did. But they're thinking that if there was an option like that, if there was opportunity like that, they could have done so. They would like to, but it's impossible, as we all know. That's what they are ruminating over, that's what they're pondering over, that's what they are thinking about right now. They're realizing that this habit of controlling things, this habit of keeping everything to themselves, this habit of manipulating things, this habit of, or this wish of keeping the third party together brought this ending in their life. They're realizing that they messed everything up or they ruined everything with you. Something they'd like to change. They're looking for ways, they're looking for solutions, they're looking for clarity, they're looking for insights, but they're conflicted. They're surrounded by conflict, they're surrounded by conflicting situations and even difficult people who are making things way too difficult for them to deal with. They're looking at you, they're thinking about you, and they are wishing for hope and healing. They're wishing for new opportunities with you, but somewhere they feel like maybe the damage has been done. You already walked away or are walking away. They pushed you too far, way too far. So they don't know. Okay, they wanted to keep you and this toxic situation together. They kind of wanted to control everything. I saw number 717 right when I said that. They wanted you to compromise. They wanted you to be in this compromising situation where you feel less or where your needs remain unmet. They're realizing that it was wrong. And that's why you left. That's why you're leaving. They're realizing that it's because they did that. Now they are losing everything. Now they are in this painful situation. Now they are in this disappointing situation. Now these people are attacking them and upsetting them. The same people whom they cherished, they prioritized and, kind of kept on a pedestal over you. They are realizing that it was a mistake. It was a blunder they made. They should have made a choice and they should have chosen you, which is what they want to do now. That is what I'm seeing here. And somewhere they are concluding that. They are coming to terms with it. They are making that decision after going through this troubling situation or this circumstance. This pain is too much for them to experience. This pain is unbearable. This disappointing situation or these disappointing circumstances are way too difficult for them to handle on their own. So they need your strength. They need your support. They need your light. They need your guidance and you in the end. That's what they are concluding. That's what they're realizing here. That's what is going on in their mind. Okay. I see them all over the place. I see their thoughts all over the place, thinking about you, these situations, these connections, these people. They wanted to have fame and fortune, something they lost after losing you. So it looks like they lost everything. It looks like they lost you and these things or these people as well. They thought they could keep together by making you compromise, by making you suffer, and by undermining you, which in result brought them nothing. So these are the sort of realizations which are going on. These are the sort of epiphanies they're having right here, right now. Okay, those situations didn't work out. Them having to, ride these two boats or, keeping foot on these two boats together, these two vehicles together, these two situations together brought them nothing except this disastrous ending. I saw number 1010 right when I said that. They wanted to have everything, no matter how unfair it was towards you, no matter how evil it was, no matter how mean it was. Under these people's influence, they thought it was right, it was needed, it was okay. But now they are realizing that it was not. It was not right. It was not okay. It was unfair, it was unjust, and it was way too cruel to put you through it. It was cruel to do that with you. Because I see them experiencing some cruelty here as well. That's what's making them realize that it was cruel. These people are showing their true colors. Let me tell you that. Whoever they chose over you, whoever they prioritized over you, now they are revealing their true colors. I saw number 1111 right when I said that. And that's why I see them leaving those people, leaving those connections and feeling this hurt, this disappointment, this regret, this deep void and emptiness. Now they are realizing that it all went into vain. These games, these plans, these dreams of theirs didn't work out, didn't pan out. Whatever they wanted didn't provide them with the happiness and with the stability or the success they were wishing for. Instead, they attracted losses and failures and enemies and karma and this separation with you and this unbearable loss and this painful situation, they're not able to handle. That is what's happening right now. Okay, somewhere I see them defending you now or defending themselves. Don't know for how many of you it's going to resonate, but I'm seeing that somewhere they're blocking these people out as well. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them are kind of leaving them alone, distancing themselves, because most of these people are bullies, adult bullies, or are very hostile and kind of, vicious in nature. They attack people, they hurt people, abuse people, they harass people. So they don't want that. They don't want any conflict with these people, not anymore. So I see them leaving those connections or those people, or simply abandoning them. They might even be saying that they don't want to associate themselves with them anymore. They don't want that life of pomp and show, or that money, or that wealth, or that prosperity, or whatever it was they were tempted towards. I see them leaving that because your absence makes everything lifeless for them. Your absence and this painful separation is making them feel lonely and alone, no matter how many people they surround themselves with. No matter where they go, they feel this void. They feel this painful, piercing feeling. They feel this emptiness, this unexplainable feeling. I can't explain in words. That's why they want you back. And they wish that if things could change, if they can change things, if something works out, then they'd like to make things work with you. That is what I see is going on here. If not already, they might raise their swords at these people as well, if these people won't stop. If they won't stop attacking you, attacking them, or targeting the two of you or your connection, soon your person is going to get fed up and they'll raise their swords, or they'll start defending you, fighting against these people, or they'll start simply fighting for themselves. That's what I'm seeing here. They're realizing that they made wrong decisions, they made wrong choices, they chose wrong people and wrong situations. They were running behind and were obsessing over things which do not matter. I saw number 1444 right when I said that. There's a lot going on in their mind and they're having a lot on their plate to deal with, okay? There are a lot of realizations, a lot of epiphanies, a lot of endings, a lot of conclusions taking place. A lot is unfolding, a lot is changing, a lot's, transforming, a lot's leaving their life, a lot's coming into their life. So they are in this conflicting situation, they are in a mess. And in this mess, in the midst of this chaotic situation, they want you back. Whatever you're doing is helping them, let me tell you that. Your work, inner work, your healing work, your guidance is helping them. No matter how you're doing it, no matter if it's happening from a distance, it's helping your person. So continue to do that. You don't have to go back to them right now. You don't have to accept them back right away if you do not want to. I'm just letting you know that because of your connection and because of its nature, your light is healing your person. Your inner work is helping your person. Your growth is helping them grow as well. That's the end I'm seeing here, okay? Not the end of your connection, the end of this conflicting situation. I saw number 1616 right when I said that, okay? So this is where I'm gonna end this read. I hope you enjoyed listening to me and it brought you the clarity you were seeking and were hoping to get. Kindly avoid any and all background noises. For now, I cannot help it. So just bear with me for the time being. I'll be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye-bye.